Hello everybody, this is Astocky here, and welcome to the finale of my Better Than Wolves Let's Play. Now, I know I had said there was a couple more things I wanted to do before I finish this. There's a couple of, I guess you'd call them sort of secondary things that you can do. Secondary is probably not the exact word I was looking for, but they're like, maybe you'd call them like bonus goals for things that you could do. Things like creating the mob trap, which was like a bonus goal. You know, lots of different bonusy type things that you can do. I wonder how I'm going for this stuff. Any experience? And no. Okay, never mind. Whatever. Some strings, some nitrous, some bones, all good stuff. So yeah, and the reason that I'm going to do the finale is I was going to continue playing. There's a couple of people who said they wanted to see it keep going. Now, I know that it has not updated to 1.5, and there's a reason for that, and that's because Flower Child is currently going through what he calls a rebalancing. And that's basically the reason why I want to stop this right now, because he has changed how hunger works, he's changed how armor works, he's changed how iron works, coal, torches, charcoal. He's currently going through, I guess it's what he calls fixing vanilla Minecraft. He's basically, I don't know, for those of you who've been playing for a long time, back in the earlier, 1.7 type days, things were a lot harder, they were a lot sort of scarier. You know, you didn't heal, you had to plan all your kind of fights and your battles and things like that. One of the things that Flower Child has done is he's kind of put a lot of that back. He's made the game much harder, much tougher, and what I thought I would do, I am going to take a snapshot save of this world right now so I can upload it for those of you who want to keep playing. This is Better Than Wolves 4.59, so hopefully you can still get a copy of this slightly older version that you can play this world with, because if you use it with the new version it'll still work perfectly, but you'll have hardcore armor, hardcore hunger, and a bunch of other things that are going to make it not really work the way it works right now, and in fact it probably might spoil the game a little bit just based on kind of what you've seen me playing. Now I'm going to just show you something, because it's something I haven't actually got around to showing you yet in this particular version, but I want to do that after I save the game. So I'm going to be back in a couple of seconds and I'm going to show you something. Back soon. Okay, so here we are. We are now back with Better Than Wolves 4.6.4, and the first thing you should be able to see is down in the bottom right hand corner, there is some extra kind of outlining on my food. Now, I don't 100% know what that is, but it's something to do with the way the hardcore hunger works. I think it might mean that is it like chubby? You can get like fat, and you can get famished, and you can get all these other different settings. Where am I going to put this stuff? Animal mobs and food. Food. Clay goes in precious. Better Than Wolves items. Do I have any cobblestone? Yes, I do. I have dirt. Items. You and you and you and you and you. You can count as items. What the heck? Let's just chuck everything in here. And you might say, well, what are you doing that for? Because I never showed you guys what hardcore spawning was about. And I think it's about time that I did that. So, let's have a look at hardcore spawning. So, I'm now dead, and you go, well, you'd respawn the last place you slept. No, you don't actually respawn the last place you slept, because you can't sleep in Better Than Wolves. So what does that mean? Well, you'd respawn where you spawned. Again, wrong. And the reason for that is because it randomly resets your spawn point every time you start. Now, I'm not going to do a proper let's play of this in this state, although I do sort of want to. but I'm not going to just yet, and the reason for that is because right now Flower Child is going through and rebalancing a lot of things. He's changing all the burn times for all the various items. He's doing just heaps of updates that make it really a much better game. That's annoying me. So F3F? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's going through and redoing a whole heap of stuff about how the game works, basically to rebalance it. He's going through it. What it really is it's a final wrap-up activity, and the reason for that is because he's planning on finishing Better Than Wolves, and I think he's planning on finishing it with 1.4.7. And basically, zombie. Basically what that means is there is not going to be much, I mean there are not going to be updates for a long period of Better Than Wolves. He's basically planning on rebalancing it, and come on, and once he finishes what he considers to be rebalancing it, that's something else that he's fixed. You can no longer eat multiple lots of rotten flesh. You've got to wait for the first one to wear off first before you can do anything else. And he's made like hunger much stronger. Give me your mutton. God, I want your mutton so bad, and I can't eat anything else because I'm sick. Stupid food poisoning. Stupid making me hungry. Yeah, so he's going through this process of rebalancing basically everything, and I'm going to, in a couple of seconds, hopefully, show you one of the things that's rebalanced already in this version, which is 4.6.4, and then we'll see how we go from there. Now, you can no longer make charcoal, so that's one of the first things. And you know that makes it a lot harder. But not only does not being able to make charcoal make it harder, what I'm about to show you manages to make it ever so slightly harder still. Perfect. I know I'm going to need some of these, so we'll put our mutton in there. We'll cook some of this stuff up. That is something else that he's redoing. He's redoing how long all the items take to cook, and a bunch of other things related to how it all kind of works. Yeah, there's just so much stuff going on that's basically making it into a completely new game. And because of all these things that are making it a new game, I'm very seriously considering starting a new Let's Play once he gets done with it. So once he decides that he's happy, that it's what he wants it to be, then I'm going to play. For the moment, I'm probably going to do a little bit of mucking around, but here we go. Darn it, I burnt too many planks. Not enough mutton. Bad zombies, leave me alone. So, I mean, you can already see with the hunger, I'm having a lot more trouble getting my hunger bar filled, which means I'm having a lot more trouble healing. Bad zombies. And clearly that's not that good, so what he's done is he's added a whole lot of new recipes for other things that you can use for food, which is good. But I don't want to get beaten by these zombies, so let's make ourselves a sword to defend ourselves with. Now, each piece of coal only gives you a single torch. So what that means is you have to be much more careful with your coal usage, and just in general how you do things. That's part of the reason why I burnt the planks before. They're just now so much more valuable, every piece of coal that you find. So you got to kind of make do with what you've got, and that's part of the reason why he's reassessing how long every item in the game actually burns for. and he's also assessing it so each piece of wood has different properties. So it might have different amounts of burn time, other different kinds of things like that. Darn it! I have so much rotten flesh, I'm just going to do it. Come on, heal me. I don't feel like I'm healing. It could be that rotten flesh doesn't let you heal. It's looking that way, so while I'm hungry I don't think I can heal. Darn it. Mutton, come on, give me more mutton. Basically, he set the game up. Ooh, that's something else I wanted to say. There is no longer the ability for tall grass to drop seeds. So what that means is no more wool. No more wool. No more wheat. So you've got no more wheat. Come on. Yeah, no more wheat unless you can find a village. And that's kind of where the importance of villages really comes into the game, because he never really liked the way villages sort of worked. So now he's made it so, you know, finding villages is basically a necessity. Something I have noticed though is even though my health is way down, I'm still healing very, very slowly, it looks like. Not totally sure how that works, but you can see that my healing has got much faster now, but it's still quite slow. So again, that's a bit of a balancing that comes with the hardcore hunger. I'm not exactly how sure that it works, but again, it really adds another kind of challenge to Minecraft, because you have to really think about what you're doing and kind of plan things out. And we've kind of got it set up so that you have this nomad stage you have to go through, where you got to kind of keep moving around until you find a village, and that means you got to kind of keep moving around, hunting for food, trying to find lots of different things. So, you know, you're not really worried about the landscape too much. You're kind of murderizing all the animals because you desperately need their food. And once again, because you don't heal properly, or at least you don't heal very fast, night times are back to being scary. And, you know, sprinting is something that you try and avoid doing because you can't afford to use up all your hunger. And, you know, you're back to kind of burning wood because you can't make charcoal, and you don't want to use your coal because, I mean, you've got torches, but you kind of want to put a torch down and then you want to pick it up before you move on. So for those of you who watch, you know, it's a lot like the kind of original Man vs Minecraft season, where you kind of got to keep moving every day to try and find a new place to set yourself up. Pumpkins are super useful because they're basically, unless you can find an abandoned mine shaft, they're pretty much the only food that you can find laying around. The problem with pumpkins is, actually what I might do is go game mode 1, and we want the guide maybe. Whoops. Yeah, you want E, guide. Why is this not working? There we go, craft guide. So yeah, like I was saying, there's now lots more recipes. So set item, let's go steak. So with steak you can now make sandwiches with steak and bread. Baked potato and steak can make you a steak and potatoes. You can now mix them all together and you can get hearty stews. The original bowl where you can make a bowl of like mushroom soup has been taken away, but you can make cream of mushroom now if you've got milk. But yeah, I mean, there's lots more different things that you can do. See, when you take pumpkin, you get pumpkin seeds, which you can plant, but he's changed how long it takes for them to actually grow. And pumpkin pie now takes raw egg, flour, sugar and pumpkin, and the only way to get ground flour is to make one of those millstones. So you have to have wheat. So it kind of adds a whole new element to the game, makes everything kind of a lot more challenging. Now I'm pretty sure if I run around for ages I'll get a status effect based on being hungry that changes the way the game plays as well, which is part of hardcore hunger. I don't think I mentioned it either. With the new hardcore armor, if you're wearing all iron armor and you jump in the water, you sink. No real surprises there for anyone. Ah, there we go, look at that. I'm now peckish. So peckish means I can no longer sprint, I can only walk. And then you start to get other effects that come on where I think once you get to the next phase you can maybe no longer jump or no longer climb, but you've got all these different kind of effects that hit you. Actually, let's just have some rotten flesh and then keep moving around, and that'll help drop it right down. And hopefully if I just kind of wander for a while I might find something. You can always find chickens when you don't want them. But yeah, it kind of, you know, encourages you to be a bit of a nomad and keep yourself moving around. Keep looking for new things, because you really need to find things, because you can't just, wherever you spawn, find things all right next to you. There you go, I'm now hungry. So I think, I'm not sure if hungry means I move slower, although it feels like I am, but that could be the long grass. But hungry definitely has its downsides. And then I'll go past hungry, and you know, lots of other different sorts of states. So yeah, like I said, I am going to play Better Than Wolves again. I want to play it though once it's a finished product. So I know he's tweaking a lot at the moment. As soon as he finishes tweaking it, I'm actively watching on the forums at the moment. As soon as he finishes tweaking it, I think I'm going to start playing it again. Now again, I'm interested in knowing what you guys think about this and how interested you would be in seeing the whole lot. But I think, man, it's Minecraft kind of the way it always should have been. I think it's... oh, look, I'm famished now. I think Minecraft got a little bit... yep, now I can no longer jump. So, no more jumping for me, which means no getting up blocks. I'll eat a piece of raw pork, and I've got food poisoning from eating raw food. But now I'm back to being able to run and jump and do lots of other different things. Now I'm back to hungry again, and I can't. So yeah, I think the things that he's doing with Minecraft are just brilliant, and I can't wait to see how they all turn out once they're together. So hopefully it'll be ready soon, and then I can start playing. So until then, this is going to be the end of my Minecraft 4.5. No, Better Than Wolves 4.5 for Minecraft 1.4.7. Soon to be some form of 4.6 or 4.7 for maybe 1.5 of the updates, but whatever it is, I know it's going to be great. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Check the link in the description for the download of the 4.5 world. Astocky out.